Welcome to Omahomies. Let's catch up. I'm Ben.
I'm Zach.
And I'm Reagan.
This week, we're asking ourselves the question, what are your favorite vacation memories? But first, how you guys doing?
I'm good. I just got off work.
Yeah?
Like usual.
Straight into it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
8-hour shift, training. I'm a professional at my job.
Wow. That's impressive.
But today was my last shift until like June 7th because I'm going on vacation.
Vacation. Yeah? You too, Zach.
I'm going on vacation too. I'm actually going to be on a plane in probably 8 hours
Wow.
from now.
And we are going to be up to take you there.
Yeah,
And
and-
Reagan so graciously volunteered to take me.
Just for free McDonald's breakfast.
Yeah.
Though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You offer me free McDonald's breakfast, I'm going to be there.
See, but just wait when I get back from Vegas and I hit it big.
Oh.
You guys are going to have all the free McDonald's breakfast in the world.
Oh, hell yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
Yeah, because as they say, you can only lose 100% of your money, but you can win 1,000% of your money. So there's really
Sure.
no point of not doing it.
Well, I've never
Yeah.
heard that before, but have fun in the casinos in Vegas.
Yeah. Well, I'm good. Thanks for asking, guys. I just got a haircut. I'm looking fresh and clean and fly
Yeah, for
For a
your
white guy.
non-vacation.
for my non-vacation, for my staycation.
Yeah.
I'm
He's
just
got a vacation from us.
You know, guys, I think I'm just gonna chill at home. I think I'm just gonna take this one for myself.
Yeah, you
And
and
then
the cats.
you did go somewhere.
It'd be irresponsible with the cats.
That would
Okay,
be-
And Greg.
but
Well, you
it-
could. Thank you.
Yeah.
Remembering
it's
Greg.
never been like it's always Zach or I going somewhere. Like you never go anywhere if I'm not with you.
I think
That's just because you like to visit people, Reagan.
I guess.
Well-
I'm a social butterfly.
well that and I've been privileged enough in my life to be able to go on various vacations like yearly, annually. And I think, I think I'm comfortable with the fact that as an adult, I can't afford to go on vacation by myself
On holiday.
on holiday. So I'm like, I have those memories of traveling and I'm like comfortable with the fact that if I wanted to, I couldn't go on vacation. And that's what I'm just going to repeat to myself to make myself happy.
well, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I really don't even leave that much either. Maybe once a
The
year.
last
No.
time you left was for a funeral.
Yeah, but that was like driving though. It
Yeah.
wasn't like go on a plane. It was going across the border.
That
to
was last
Iowa.
summer. Like the last time you went
Yeah.
on vacation was when you were in London.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's two different things. I didn't cross the border to London. I flew to London in a plane.
Yeah, he crossed the border to Iowa.
You
No.
cross the border of the ocean,
Yeah, across the pond.
the world's biggest border. You can't swim across that one.
That's my worst fear is
Awkward.
getting stuck in the ocean.
Yeah.
Stranded at sea.
So many people's dating profiles I come across, it's like, what is your biggest fear or like most irrational fear? And it says, even though I live in Nebraska, the ocean.
Really?
That
Yeah.
doesn't even make
And I'm
that's
like,
not
that's clever.
funny.
It's like you can still be afraid of that. You're not cool or quirky. Dude, this is going to be so funny. If I say something.
No, it's crazy like how many things you come across that are like the same. And it's like, I'm not saying they like got it from like a website, but I'm just thinking like these people all like think they're like the only person who has said this.
Who have created
but
a
like
joke.
I'm just saying they could literally be like the lake and it would be just as scary as the ocean.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
I'll
you can't
say,
see the other side of the ocean.
There was one time I was swimming in the lake with like some friends, and you know how there's always just random stuff in the lake.
Mhm.
There was a pair of underwear that like
What
someone
kind
of
pulled
underwear?
up with their foot, like a pair of
like-
boxers.
At least
okay.
it's not like tidy whities or lingerie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I just like that's just like a
And
staple
so now
memory.
you're scared.
Yeah.
So
forever.
every time, or like my grandma has a lake house, and a couple years ago I got bit by a fish while I was swimming, like a bullhead.
Oh.
And so I haven't swam in that lake since I got bit by that
I
fish.
probably wouldn't.
No,
I'm
fuck
like
that.
terrified.
No, I have a vivid memory. I stayed at my friend's lake house in Washington.
Everyone got lake houses.
No, I know, right? Or my friend's family's lake house.
Nah, he owned it.
Yeah,
He was like 12.
He owned it at 19. But yeah, it was in Idaho, and it was like on the lake. It's a lake house, so obviously it's on the lake. But we all went kayaking one day, and the water was like super green and murky, and I fell in. Like my kayak flipped over.
I bet you did it
and
on
you
purpose.
drowned.
Yeah, I did it on purpose. Right?
Everyone pay attention to me. I'm in the green murky lake.
Yeah. Well, no, everyone was ahead of me because I was so slow.
Did it look like when they dye the Chicago River green?
Yeah. It was just about that green.
So why do they think they're so special?
Exactly. I've seen way greener. But no, I remember just not being able to see the bottom and feeling like little fish fly by my feet. And I was like, no, this is my greatest fear. This is like being in the middle. No, not even near land. Like there was no like gusts of water wind. What do they call that? Currents.
Water.
Which brings
wind.
us to the sponsor of today's episode.
But yeah, no, I remember like God, that was such a long ass kayak trip. It was like all day, and I got so burnt, and I just remember being like, I don't ever want to go on a lake ever again in my life, and I don't think I have.
Well, good.
Yeah,
I'm glad you really turned it around for yourself.
I haven't conquered that fear, and I don't want to, because it's just I'm not that type of person. I don't like doing things outside. And I just don't like the classic Midwestern fun things to do. I'm more of a city boy.
You'd rather have a street house than the lake house.
Exactly. I'd rather walk to get a slice of pizza than hunt.
I'm more of a gatherer than a hunter.
You could call me a libtard.
Whoa.
Cut.
But yeah. Well, I guess we can just hop right into this week's question.
We're just, the intros are just getting shorter and shorter.
Well, we're rushed this week.
Yeah. I mean, I got time.
Yeah.
I got a plane I can sleep on.
Yeah.
I'm going back in time. We're leaving at like 8:20 and we're getting there at like 9 something.
Much like Zach and Cody, you are crossing the international date line. Remember that episode?
Where they are superheroes?
On
Brain Man?
Oh
Okay.
shit! Is that what that is?
Yeah.
But
Brain Man.
you get to take a nap on the plane.
Yeah, that's
And
what I'm saying.
Ben and I are going to be up the rest of the day.
What do you have to do the rest of the day?
Have an
Nothing.
appointment.
Well, when you
Have
we,
lunch in my
we have
pants.
lunch with Ben's parents.
when you proposed
I have to
bringing me,
pack.
you were like, well, we can just go home and sleep.
Well,
That was before I realized what we had to do.
I also.
But I'm in it for the breakfast now.
Yeah.
I'm just the type of
You
person.
can sleep
that-
in the car while Ben drives.
True.
I'm the type of person to just say that to make you feel better, but I know for a fact I'm not going to sleep. I'm up for the day.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
glad I'm hearing this.
That's a
just,
fact.
I just don't have control over my sleep. So like when I try to lay down when the sun's out, my brain just won't let me.
This
like,
is Ben. The sky's awake. So I'm awake.
Exactly.
And that means it's time to play.
that's me. I am Anna.
Except he also plays when it's dark,
Well,
too.
But this happened the last time we had to take Ben's parents to the airport really early. We are like, no, it's good. And we were up from like 5 a.m. and I like was up all day. I worked an 8-hour shift. I didn't get home till like midnight. I thought I was going to throw up. I was so tired.
I was hallucinating that day.
It's always funny, like, you're like, oh, well, I'll just like take a nap sometime in there. And then you don't. And then all of a sudden it's like midnight of that day. And you're like, man, I just like went that whole day without sleeping.
That was the day I was up for 26 hours. Yeah. Because I think I maybe hit 22. That's what it was. Because we got
That's
up.
a pretty big difference.
They had to get dropped off at like 6 a.m. So we got up at like 4:30. And then I was up all day. Then I decided to start my laundry at like midnight. So
Classic Ben fashion.
So I was up until 4 again.
No, like 2. Well, you said
Yeah,
20,
it was-
22 or 24.
It was probably 2:00.
He doesn't
yeah.
know. He's obviously making this up.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, I wasn't there.
Yeah, how entertaining. I had to make that up for you guys.
Yeah, at least make up a good story.
Yeah, sorry. I don't know. I'm just a nighthawk.
It's called night owl.
No, but I'm cooler than a night owl. I'm a night hawk.
Yeah, I don't get people who like are up early. Like subtle flex. This girl I was talking to was like, she texted me or whatever messaging platform we were on, messaged me at 4 a.m. And I was like, what were you doing at 4 a.m.? And she was like, oh, I was just working out.
What?
And then,
Were you talking to Mark Wahlberg?
I was like, you.
I just like to see the sunrise.
like,
I
do
really
you,
connect
like-
with Jesus.
Hey, Zach. How you doing this morning?
And I was like, well, what do you do
Get
after
paid
that?
up.
And then she's like, well, work. And then I was like, oh, well, I probably like, she said that she loses all motivation at like noon. So she can't do anything later than that. And I was like, I think I'm the opposite. Like, I don't think I even know what's happening with my day until it hits noon. Like, I'm like half asleep until like lunchtime hits. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, I think I'm ready for my day to officially begin.
I think most people would classify me as a piece of shit. Because I today didn't even get ready until 5 o'clock when I went to go get my haircut.
PM.
PM.
Okay, what was your day off?
Okay, yeah, when it's
That's
your
true.
day off and you're not in
you
school.
did house chores.
I did do a little bit of house chores.
You did a little bit of dish. You did a little bit of
Kid.
podcast setup.
Yeah. All after the fact. After
Yeah.
I got ready for the day. You know,
But like that's different though, because it's not like it's like you have to get ready, but you don't really have to like get ready
yeah.
to get a haircut.
Well, I do because I refuse to go to a haircut with greasy hair, so I have to shower literally like right before.
and
I
that's
leave.
very respectable of you, but
Yeah.
they've probably seen a lot worse. Also,
can imagine.
do you need to shower when you get back? What if you have a bunch of hair on your head?
I think Sports Clips is pretty good about that.
Oh,
They like run the blow dryer all over your head and shake you out.
just grab your head and
shake it off. No, and like I'm not the I don't splooge. I don't splooge on myself to get the expensive haircuts.
Well, who does?
Well,
What
some
is
people.
classified as an expensive
Some people we
haircut?
used to live with. So I don't usually like splurge on myself. I don't usually splurge on myself and get the expensive. Welcome, Sylvie.
Our
Hi,
special
Sylvie.
guest.
What do you have to say?
Sylvie doesn't like haircuts.
What do you have to say about it? Really? I like Sports Clips. I don't know what you have against it. But yeah, but honestly, like Sports Clips haircuts are very expensive.
How much?
Baseline, I didn't get a shampoo or anything. They didn't give me the back massage. That's not even a joke. They actually give you a back massage. $29.
Yeah, and like that's a lot.
Yeah, but I know you left a tip because I saw it come through on my phone.
Wait, $29 including the tip.
No.
There's no option to not give a tip. You have to give
So
a tip.
how much was it total?
Like 36.
I saw.
Really? I guess like
It's a nice
see, but I
story.
think haircuts are just more expensive than I thought they were.
Yeah.
Because like my parents always bought like the Great Clips cards where you
Mm-hmm.
get like a deal. You buy like a bunch of haircuts and then you get them for cheaper. I don't really know the logistics behind
It's like
it.
a punch card.
But yeah, they would just be like, take the Great Clips card. I'm like, okay.
No, I just like trim my own split ends. Voila.
Well, but boys can't do that.
Yeah. We gotta look fresh.
Yeah. I got to look good for my lady. Because she's the one that tells me to get a haircut. I don't decide.
It was bad.
It was getting there.
You let it go too long.
See, but sometimes I feel like if they're feeling generous, they'll just throw something in for free or board. Especially like
Yeah.
I had a weird spurt where I went to Capital, but I just think I was afraid. Capital is like a hair school.
Oh my gosh.
But I think that's just because I was scarred from Great Clips because I got the worst haircut of my entire life. And that might be a story for another time. But we've already gone on too long.
Oh my God.
But I started going to Capital and like they take a long ass time to cut your hair
It's
because
a school. You should say
they
that.
have to keep. I think I said. Did I say that?
He did.
I don't know. But thank you, Ben.
Yeah.
Because they have to check every like thing they do with a person. And so every like 5 minutes they're running off to find like their instructor to be like, does this look good?
But they're really bad at telling you that's
Yeah.
what they're going to do.
And-
they just
Yeah.
like cut a piece of hair and run away.
And then the instructor's like, you should try putting this and then maybe cut it like right here.
No, and it's
then-
like, and I think the thing that takes the longest time is them trying to find their instructor.
Yeah.
Because they'll just leave and you're just there
Yeah.
with a half of a haircut.
And then you're sitting across from someone else because they're all like face to face with a mirror in the middle.
so you can't see
And
their face
yeah.
really, but you can see
You can
their
see, like,
feet
you're like-
dangling.
And they're all friends. So it's
Yeah,
like
and
they're
then-
not
Yeah.
paying any
And then
attention
you
to
think
you.
they're making fun of you because I'm the only guy getting my haircut at Capital.
But it's dirt cheap.
Yeah, but then
It's like
some
$10.
Yeah, and then one time they put my head in that little shampoo thing. They were like, "You want a shampoo?" And I was like,
They
Yeah.
shampooed my hair every time
And so-
there.
"Really?"
Yeah.
Maybe
I-
they thought you were cuter.
Love
Uh-huh.
it. I
it's
love
greasier.
getting my hair shampooed, but the bowl hurts my neck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would be lying if I said I wasn't going a little bit because there were cute girls there.
Dude, all the honeys, all those hair school honeys.
Yeah,
Hi, Reagan. You're so beautiful.
but
really?
it was nice because then like you just like sit back and they like run their fingers through your hair.
Ugh.
That part was a joke.
I
Yeah, let's clarify. It was a joke.
want to add something here so bad, but I don't want. It's not
Well,
appropriate.
anyway, do you guys always
We'll
get your
talk about it
haircut
after.
before you go on vacation? Because that's what we're talking about today.
haircut and vacation.
No, not really.
No, you didn't get your haircut.
No.
I would like to add about my experience today.
Oh, just kidding.
So like they have an app where you can check in online.
Yeah, everyone does now.
Yeah, exactly. And it's kind of convenient because like I could just check in from my apartment and then drive there and
Your
be
apartment?
ready. Sorry, our apartment. We share. And like I've done that in the past, but I kind of feel bad because I'm not like right there and it texts you immediately if there's like no wait.
Yeah, well,
it'll be
because
like
it
you're up
changes. It
next.
goes from like 10 minutes to 7 minutes to like
Yeah.
3 minutes.
Yeah, and so when I left our apartment at like 5, which that was my mistake. I should have gone earlier in the day because everyone gets off work and immediately goes and gets a haircut for some goddamn reason. But I think I pulled up my phone like at a red light, probably 5 minutes down the road. 25-minute wait. How is that even possible? That means like 6 guys went in there in the time that it took me to get from my car to 5 minutes from here. And it was just like, what the hell? And so I just had to go to Sonic and get a drink for myself and just sit there and freaking wait in my car in 80-degree weather. I was like,
I feel
what
like your
the
car
hell?
doesn't have air conditioning in it.
It was barely working. I was fucking...
Yeah, Ben's had a really tough day.
My sister
Yeah.
just had to put a whole new AC in her car. Like she had to get it fixed.
Well, I'm sorry. But it was hot in my car. That doesn't change how hot it was in my car.
Count your blessings. Your AC might not have been working, but you had a cold blue ocean water.
I did. That turned
you
my
also
mouth
had a very
blue.
very blue mouth.
But yeah, and then like I got in there and it was fine. There's this lady that always cuts my hair and she's weird. But
Well, why don't you just go to a different one?
I have, but it's just so much more convenient to go to the closest one. It's like, plus there is a really cool dude in there that hasn't cut my hair, but he's
But
just
you're
there.
always hoping.
And he always says cool stuff. Like today, he found out that there was a Costco right next to it, and he was like, No way.
No, stop. I know exactly what you're talking about. There's no way he didn't know that Costco's right
No,
across the
literally.
road. There's no way.
Literally. I was like, are you kidding me? You can see it from here. Yeah. So I like sports clips, and I like that I get to sit there and watch ESPN the whole time.
Sports.
Yeah. Today was mainly basketball and baseball. And I was like, okay, I can zone out and watch this and not small talk.
Yeah, because you're an iPad kid.
Zach, how are you with haircut small talk?
Oh, we're still talking about haircuts?
Well, I'm just curious.
It's like I'd rather not, but if they talk to me, I'll talk to them back. But I feel like they have to be the one to initiate it.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, like, I'm not going to say something to you. Because what if they don't want to talk to me?
So you've been cutting hair
And
long?
they're like, yeah, they're like, you in school? And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
do I look like?
And
I can
they'll be
afford
like-
this haircut.
they're like,
What do I look
got
like?
any plans tonight? And then it's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
Well, always got plans.
Oh, and be like, what are you doing? I don't know.
Planning on doing nothing.
Yeah, just chilling. You know, it's like I enjoy some of the conversations depending on the person that's cutting my hair, but for the most part, it's like I'm here to watch ESPN. There's literally TVs
I'm
right
actually
in front
trying
of
to
my
listen
face.
to what they're saying about Kevin Durant right now.
Yeah,
And if he's gonna go to the other
Pit
team.
Bulls. San Francisco Pit Bulls.
Ben, you had just wasted so much time talking about haircuts.
I'm trying to.
It's never time wasted when you're with your best friends.
Exactly. And
Well-
that is the prophecy of Omahomies.
But anyway, what about vacation?
Let's get on it. Let's get on the vacation talk.
Let's hop on a plane and fly over to our next topic.
That's good. That's good.
So we've already covered that Zach's going to Vegas
Mm-hmm.
tomorrow. I'm going to Montana on Sunday.
Ooh.
Yeah, because my sister.
Yeah.
What about her?
I'm just going to visit her. I like my sister.
Yeah, she really does.
Yeah.
And that's what we love about her.
I talk to my sister every day. But I only bought a one-way ticket because I'm driving back to Nebraska.
Wait, what?
You didn't know that?
No. What?
Yeah, I bought a one-way ticket and I'm driving back with Bailey and her husband and Eli.
I've realized we don't really tell Zach about things like that.
Yeah,
we always
we
just
really
fill him
don't.
in on the necessary
You just tell me
information.
about funny little things that happen to you throughout the day, not big important things that are happening in your life.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the point?
I'm driving back.
Wow. And then they're going to drive back?
Yep.
Oh my God. How
Yeah.
long of a drive is
It's
it?
like 17 hours.
Yeah.
Oh my, that's like,
They've never been on a plane. My sister's never been on a plane. She's 25.
That's crazy.
wow.
She
Well,
doesn't
probably
want
'cause-
to. She didn't want
probably 'cause
to
they've heard
before. And now, especially because she has a baby, she's like, no.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I was talking to my coworker and she was like, yeah, when I had kids, we just didn't go on planes. And I was like, honestly, I commend you for that because babies on planes are the worst.
I remember this one time
Yeah.
Ben and I were on a plane coming back from like Colorado, and no, it was Montana. We were on the tiniest plane ever, and this kid just kept kicking the back of my seat. And then the lady across the aisle from us had like a service dog, but she didn't buy a seat for the dog. So then she kept trying to let the dog lay in like the aisle.
And
the,
this was not a
and-
normal service dog.
and-
This was a fully grown golden doodle.
yeah, and then the flight attendant was like, "Ma'am, you cannot have your golden doodle in the aisle." And then
Where was it supposed to go?
in the seat she should have bought for it,
They
but
can't
no.
just after the fact be like, well,
Well,
She held it on her lap, full size golden doodle, and the guy sitting next to her was like a sardine in a can.
yeah, they can either be by your feet or on your lap. That's it.
that sucks.
And obviously,
Yeah.
a full size golden doodle is not going to fit by your feet
It's
on an
literally
airplane.
the size of a 10-year-old.
yeah, at that point, it's like, is the service dog really worth it at that point?
Well, yeah, it probably wasn't a service dog. It was probably an emotional support animal.
Okay, well,
Well, that's what a
or even
service
just-
dog. It's
just
servicing
probably
their
just
emotions.
traveling with it.
I don't care.
But yeah, even still, it's
Yeah,
just
no,
like
that's
That's
Too big.
obnoxious.
It's so
by,
big.
by
it's
a
very
seat.
disrespectful to the person next
No,
to them.
I would have thrown a fit. It's like this one time I was on a plane. I feel like I'm going to say that statement a million times. But again, Ben was by the aisle. I'm in the middle. And
That's how we roll.
this guy, you remember
the
this?
window.
The guy who was sleeping on me and he kept snoring
No.
and like
Oh.
dropping his head on my shoulder. And I
Was that the dude with the blanket?
Yes.
Yeah.
I-
No, we walked into the plane and this dude already has a pillow and a blanket out and on him. And it's like we haven't even sat down yet. He's ready. And yeah, he's just leaning on Reagan and fucking kicking his feet out.
Yeah, kicking his feet. I kicked him so hard.
It's like, it's just like how rude, you know? Like, I get it's like a late night flight, but come on.
But people like, all right, here I go. I'm going to say it again. This one time I was on a plane coming back from Montana and I picked the last row because this was like my connecting flight from Denver back to Omaha. So like I'm in no rush to get off of this plane and I know it. I'm going to sit and I'm going to wait till everyone in front of me gets off. I picked the seat in the very last row on the aisle. So I am the closest to the bathroom. No hassle, nothing. I just get to be right there. And there's a lady by the window and there's an open seat in front of us. And we are like, yeah, buddy. Because of the full plane, like every other seat had a person in it except for this seat between us. And of course, very last second, this old lady comes trumping down the aisle and she looks at me and she goes, well, you're not going to make an old lady sit in the middle, are you? I was like, yeah, because you paid for the ticket for that seat. And I paid for this one. And she just stares at me. And she says it again. Oh, you're just not going to make me sit in the middle, are you?
I'm like, are you okay? Because I think you said that already.
And
I heard you.
and I did. I looked up at her and I said, ma'am, would you like me to sit in the middle seat?
Did you actually say that?
Yeah.
That's
And
so shitty.
And she was like, oh, would you? And because like obviously like I'm a very like whatever. Like that's just the person I am.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
gonna bend over
yeah.
backwards. I'm a people pleaser, whatever.
They're your
so
elders. You
I
gotta
scoot
respect them.
over and I'm like working on homework on my laptop and I have a headphone in and she taps me on the shoulder. So where are you coming from?
Oh my god.
And then she's like reading over my shoulder, like on my laptop.
Working on it.
Oh,
Yep.
social economics?
Took the words right out of my mouth. What you working on? And then I just
God.
pretended like I couldn't hear her.
Of course.
Like,
I'd just be like, could you please? I feel like old Zach wouldn't do that, but new Zach would be like, could you please stop talking to me?
okay, but I couldn't.
Yeah, I think I could now.
I could
I say
now.
that and not knowing the situation if I could. Even then, I probably would have been like, no, you can sit in the middle. Because, like, what does her being old have to do with it?
She can't crawl over me, I guess.
You can
But
get up.
You know, with
and then
COVID,
she can sit down.
those sanitation wipes they used to give you, this lady opened it up and rubbed her face with it to cool down. I was like, this is
Like,
probably
should
gonna
you even be on a
burn
plane?
you.
Yeah.
Like, this is probably gonna burn your face.
Yeah, honestly. You're going to get chemical burns. Your face is going to dry out. I guess it's going to
Yeah,
stop
it's
you from
already-
sweating.
It's probably pretty dried out already.
Yeah. Ugh, that's disgusting. I just hate people's behavior on planes. Some
Yeah.
people just act like they've never been in public before.
Or
Like,
want to
you're-
respect anybody's.
as soon
Yeah.
as the plane lands and everyone immediately stands up, I'm like, just
Dude,
take your
it's
turn.
like
You gotta be
we've
some
been
kind of
on
asshole.
for hours. You can wait a few more minutes.
Yeah.
While the people, especially when the people behind you try to go in front of you.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, wait.
Or they're like reaching over your
second.
head to grab their
Yeah.
luggage.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, it's my
like-
biggest pet. Like nothing makes me more
Pet peeve.
like irritated.
Yeah. No, if you could time me getting up, getting out of my seat, grabbing my bag, it will be the exact same time as you grabbing your bag and standing there.
Yeah. If you know where your bag is, you don't need to get up. You don't need to grab it so quickly if you're just going to stand there.
Yeah, and if anything, you're just wasting more time just clogging up the aisle. It's like, just get fucked, you know? Like I just that's
yeah. It's so
But
frustrating.
anyway, I love travel. I love vacations, and I love being on planes.
Yes. And the people just make it so much better.
Yeah, it still doesn't really register that I'm gonna be on a plane
Yeah.
soon.
Are you gonna
but
bring us a souvenir?
find another boob shot glass. You know I am.
Oh,
That would be my thing.
One with nipples, preferably. That last one's very disappointing.
hey, not all women have nipples.
Hey, you're right.
But getting into the actual vacation part, you
Yeah.
get off the plane.
What we're here
you're
for.
like, thank goodness, I'm finally here. And then, what do you do, Ben?
I don't.
You drive up to the pearly gates of Disney World.
For the fourth time in your life.
Okay, well, to echo the point of
Let's start here. Ben spoiled.
okay, to echo my point from earlier, I understand that I come from a very privileged lifestyle in my early life, and
Ben's the type of guy who's been to Disney World, and he can go like multiple days to visit all the lands.
No, stop. I'm going to say it. Ben's been to Disney so many times, and this is what my dad told me growing up. My grandma took my dad to Disney like as a kid one time. And so whenever me or any of my siblings would bring it up, my dad would say, well, I've already been to Disney and seen it once. I don't need to see it again. So I've never been to Disney.
yeah, and you know what? I can respect that because I'm not. I feel like I have been spoiled, but I'm not currently spoiled because I understand how hard it is to do that on your own and to be able to afford that. And I'm grateful that my parents were
it's
able
so
to afford
expensive.
that because I wouldn't have had that experience. But I'm definitely not ever going to be that type of person that's like, here's what I ate at Disney today. This is my 78th trip to Disney World in the last month.
I just spent $29 on a little shake.
Here's
It was horrible.
my $14 Galaxy hot dog with blue ketchup.
It was
sucked.
disgusting.
Well, I'm
my
so
favorite.
glad you're enjoying it.
This one actually wasn't my favorite, but get fucked. Shove that shit in my face and then say it sucks.
I
I'm
would
so
love
sorry.
to eat blue ketchup.
In 90-degree weather.
I'm dripping sweat.
that is so. Everything is just so expensive.
I remember thinking that I could like go with like a group of friends after high school, and then I just looked up the price for one person.
You're delusional.
It was
You think your
delusional
Toys
thinking
R
that.
Us money was gonna get you to
No,
Disney?
I didn't have any
Yeah,
money.
it's like the best we can do is like Worlds of Fun, because it's like
Ugh.
$70 a ticket.
No,
Yeah.
Adventureland
I
all
think-
the way. That's even
Yeah.
cheaper.
I think.
Well, Adventureland, I'd be scared I'm gonna like get killed on a ride.
Well, that's
Yeah.
never happened at Adventureland before.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, no, not Adventureland. I don't think, unless they just did a really good job at covering it up.
I think it did happen like a couple years ago.
Yeah.
and it was that one ride, the
swinging
the
ship.
Viking ship. Yeah, it was on that.
That's what
something
they
like that.
called it in Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Yeah, but any okay. I loved all the families that have lost loved ones. But literally
Oh, sorry. It was the raft ride.
oh really?
It killed an 11-year-old in 2021, like literally 2 years ago.
Damn.
The Adventureland Resort, the raft carrying his family flipped
It's-
over.
It's just like,
Oh.
how did you reopen after that?
Exactly. Yeah.
And just keep.
Sometimes they don't even fucking close down.
Yeah,
They just close down the ride.
They permanently closed the attraction, the beloved log ride. So you were right.
No, we were.
no, I
saying
was
something
I
else.
started saying that, but then I was yeah.
Well, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. And like most of the time that was an accident, like an actual accident, but like a lot of the times it's people disobeying the rules that get hurt or end up, dead.
I don't know.
You don't know?
Well, why you say that?
Well, it's just like people who put their hands up in the roller coaster and then their hand gets chopped off, shit like that. I don't know if that's actually true.
No, I think because there was at Schlitterbahn there was the one thing they built.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Let's not even get into it. Let's just keep talking about good vacation
But if you
memories.
know, you know. But oh my God, that horrifying memory.
Ben,
of
tell
that.
us about Disney. Tell us about your favorite things
Happy
at
fun Disney. Okay, well, I wouldn't say Disney's my favorite vacation that I've ever taken.
Well, then what is?
Well, but I still want to talk about Disney. But,
Ben will never pass up a chance to talk about Disney.
well, I'd say the Disney trip I remember the most was I my mom and I went, just us. We went for a college visit in Orlando, and we were financially comfortable enough to be like well, let's just go to Disney World, and then we'll go on the college visit during our Disney World trip.
And I
As
think
if
it
you
was
were-
a ploy. Ben wasn't even considering this college.
No, I
he just
very much
wanted to
was.
go to Disney.
It was Full Sail University. They had
The one you
so
get
many
ads for. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
And
never heard of that.
And it's a
Well,
scam.
you don't have a film bro feed like Ben and I do.
Yeah, you have silly girl makeup.
You probably
purses,
get Capital
nail
Beauty
polish.
ads on your
That is-
feed.
Yeah.
so not true.
Kind of. I'm sorry, Reagan. We went, and like it was so cool. Like they had a studio and film and all that, and like a whole recording studio for music and a video game creation studio. And I'm sure the people who went there are going to be great
And then
well off, but it's $200,000 a semester,
That's insane.
maybe 20,000.
Yeah, and with your track record, no way.
No, it was 20,000 a semester.
That's a very big difference. What? No, it couldn't. 20,000 is not that much.
A semester? I pay 3,000 a semester right now. It was 20,000 a semester. I think it was like, well, I don't know, but yeah,
If you got into Full Sail, let us know.
It was 160,000 once you're done with the 4 years.
I thought
That's
you
it.
were gonna say they were like, well, don't get too close, and then you were like looking, and it was just like cardboard people.
Yeah,
like,
all the wallpapers peeling
yeah, it
off
was
the
like
walls.
North Korea.
in the internship.
Yeah, the internship,
Interview.
the intern
Same
view.
thing. All the movies.
Yeah,
But yeah, no. So the Disney World part was obviously
you
the
didn't
best
end up
part
going
of
to
that.
Full Sail.
No, because it was a little expensive, and I've heard from a lot of people that it's a scam. But
Yeah, any college with that much advertising,
I don't see a single ad for our college ever.
that's just because people just go.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't need to advertise.
Yeah, it's a city college. But yeah, the rides are fun, the food is fun, and all that.
Yeah, and I guess if you like Disney, it's a little more fun.
Yeah. I was a pretty big Disney head
You
at the
was
time.
Disney head.
No longer am. I could learn to appreciate it, but
And it's like there's still cool stuff I would like to see if I ever got the chance, like especially like the Marvel and Star Wars stuff.
yeah.
But like
I'm not gonna
I don't
cry when I see Spider-Man.
and I don't want to like trot down Fairy Tale Street and be like, oh,
and see all
look
the
at it.
see. It's
There's
like
cotton candy and butterflies.
I think we're at that age now where like we're mature enough to not want to meet all the fucking characters and take pictures with them and be like,
Unless it's Spider-Man in
Princess-
Vegas, which I am going to do.
that's different. That's
You better
fun
have
Spider-Man.
your cash ready.
That's Man Spider.
Bootleg.
that's El
Bootleg
Spider.
Spider-Man.
Los Spider-Man. El Arachnid.
Never mind.
But yeah, I just don't. I don't think I could enjoy half of the park like other people on TikTok do. Like, just saw the castle for the first time in years. I'm crying.
Yeah. Like after COVID, and they're like, oh,
Hey now, hey now. It's like, dude, I understand how a lot of people have hyperfixations, and Disney is a big one to have one of.
It's just
But
such an expensive one.
it's a very expensive one, and it's a very embarrassing one
Yeah.
because like watching people break down in tears when they have little Mickey ears on their head is so funny.
Yeah, it's like I just don't think I could get that happy about anything
Well, there's just so
unless
many
I was
people.
like getting married.
Yeah.
Or I was giving birth to a child.
Dude,
I'd be like, what is happening?
me if I never had to pay taxes again. Hey now. Oh my god, I'm so happy.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I don't know. Price is definitely a big part of what makes a vacation.
Yeah.
I think like Ben and I for our like 1 year anniversary, like we've been together almost 3 years now. But like we went to like St. Louis, but like we drove. And it was so fun and we just had the best time.
Yeah, like hotel
And-
rooms, like with your buddies.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when we
it's
went to
just
Minnesota
such a good
last year.
experience.
Oh, yeah.
Like we
I was throwing Cheez-Its at Ben
yeah.
as hard as I could.
Yeah, and they were making a noise. Yeah, no, I would say that our trip to St. Louis is my favorite vacation I've ever been on.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
Is Reagan mad at you for something? Is that why?
Well,
No, we literally had the best
No,
bread ever.
No, it seemed like
Say
you
bread?
did a lot of stuff.
say bread?
Bread. We had this crawdad.
Crawfish.
Oh,
Crawdad?
it's the same
It's
thing.
the same thing.
Where
but
they sing?
It wasn't labeled as crawdad bread.
Okay, we went to this restaurant called Landry's. It was so
It was so good.
good. But yeah, we like went to the aquarium.
You went
we
to the wax
We
museum?
went.
Didn't you?
I figured we'd talk about that a little bit in like 5 minutes.
Okay.
I'll
I'll forget I said that.
But yeah, we went to a bunch of restaurants and just went to museums and IKEA and shit like that. And
That was loud.
I know.
Is there an IKEA in St. Louis? Yeah, there is.
we went.
You went.
Yeah, I remember now. I forgot.
I got my first ever sushi burrito. Apparently it's a big thing now. But it's just like if you took a normal roll of sushi and just made it bigger,
Didn't cut it.
made it burrito sized, didn't cut it.
They had those in London.
Oh yeah.
But I didn't get one for some reason.
Huh.
Well, you can get one now.
Anywhere.
Here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
And it was so good. And like we got White Castle, which is such a rarity. It's
They
just
have
like,
White Castles in Vegas.
oh, I'm so jealous. Yeah, but no, it was
Can
such
you
a good
bring me back a
experience.
thing of chicken fries?
Yeah,
Chicken rings?
Chicken rings.
Shove them in my carry-on. I don't think they check for that.
Yeah.
No.
You'll get a pass. You'll be like, hey,
They're like,
these are
"Are
for
you
my
bringing-"
roommate.
They're like, are you bringing a legal White Castle across the border of Nebraska?
Dude, Ben and Zach go to White Castle.
And Ben gets pulled over.
Well,
It's part of the hijinks. What was I saying?
Anyway,
Oh,
this
and-
wax museum.
Yeah, one of the days, I think it was the day we were going to go see the Arch in
really? You
St.
went to
Louis.
a wax museum?
Yeah, I went
we
to the wax
did.
museum.
We saw the arch, and then we were like, "Oh, wax
Oh, you saw the
museum
arch.
is an ice cream place," and I was like, "Oh, I'll pay for it." And like the tickets like weren't cheap,
No.
and
For the wax
Yeah, I think it
museum?
was $10 a person, something like that.
What?
Maybe
That's
like 15.
no,
What?
it was
It
like
was more than
15.
that? For
Probably.
what?
It was like 15.
For what it was expensive.
Yeah.
But you were supposed to go through it in like a certain order because there were multiple floors. And it started with the more like scary looking wax figures. And Ben was like, no, I can't. Let's go the
Did
other
we
way.
start there? No, I thought we went upstairs first. We went and looked at all
We
the normal
tried
ones.
going down the stairs and you freaked out and turned around and you said we had to go up the stairs.
Okay. Well, I'd like to speak my case, Your Honor. Your Honor, they were very scary.
I did receive pictures, and they were pretty unsettling.
Okay. I was fine. We walked past a tarred human-sized body, like tarred and feathered, but not like a funny way. There was like a life-size Jason, which like fine, I've seen before, stuff like that, like horror movie
And
creatures.
then you saw Michael Jackson.
I what I said. I'm getting out of here. No, and then like it was super close quarters. Like if I leaned to my left just like an inch, I'd be touching one of them. That's how fucking close they were. And it wasn't glass or anything. They were out in the open. Like these could have been people.
Yeah, like it was gonna grab him.
Yeah.
Ben, a 6'4" man.
Okay. All right. And then we walk down and turn the corner, and it's like a 2-story thing, so like there's characters down by where you are, and then there's like some up on a balcony.
Look up.
And I don't know, Zach, if you've ever heard of the game PT. It's
like the Silent Hill thing.
Kinda, yeah. It's like literally the scariest video game known to man. They had the girl from PT hanging over the balcony, or like she had her hands on the railing with her hair like coming down. Kind of looks like The Grudge.
Yeah.
And I said no thank you. And I turned around and I said I can't do it.
And I was very irritated with him.
And I understand, but I just don't want to put myself in that situation where it was the claustrophobia of it all. If they were behind glass and everything was okay.
Part of the fun.
It's part of the fun to touch them. It's just, I don't know. It must be like a phobia of some sort, because it was just uncanny.
You've seen Night at the Museum too much.
Yeah. No, I have. It's such a good movie. But like the rest of it was also creepy, because like it was like Frank Sinatra and shit like that, and they just look so real. And it was just such a small claustrophobic
what
museum.
Was the name of the place?
I
Wax Museum.
Wax Museum, St. Louis.
Oh.
Probably the first result.
I don't know. And like, yeah, like it wasn't my favorite thing, but I was just like, meh.
Yeah. And like, I don't know. It was just super, like the walls were painted black, and like the ones upstairs were behind glass. But there was one part, I don't think I told you this, Reagan. There was one point we were walking through like the superheroes. There was like Captain America and shit like that. And there was a pane of glass missing after we were like walking back through, like leaving that little area. I know for a fact there was glass there before. And that's when I was like, I'm not chill with this place anymore.
Oh, so like Superman crawled through the pane.
Yeah,
he was walking
and
behind
was gonna
us.
get me.
Yeah, he was really injured, and he was crawling through the pain.
I understand from a cynic's point of view how you can be like, oh, little pussy boy's afraid of a little wax figure. But I just have such an active imagination.
Yeah, that's why he holds my hand at the haunted house
like,
in Bell's
that's why I'm
pumpkin
a
patch.
screenwriter.
That's like when a job interviewer asks your greatest weakness.
Yeah,
You're like,
wax figures.
I have a very
creative
active imagination.
Yeah. And it's just like that. It's literally the reason why I can't sleep at night, because I have insomnia, because I think of all the scary things in my life.
Yeah,
Well,
the other night, Ben actually got really mad at me. We were laying in bed, and I was telling him to tell me about the scary ghost girl from the hospital. And he literally looked at me and he went, "Enough. We're not talking about this." And I was like, what is wrong with you? And he was like, I'm done. We're not talking about it.
I don't talk. I don't watch. I don't think about anything scary because I want to go to sleep. Like it's gotten to the point where I just like, if I see anything scary on my phone or anything like that, swipe away immediately. Not even gonna think about it. It has ruined nights of my life where I like see something scary on Twitter and I get too deep into it, and then I just have to fucking lay there.
Yeah. Well, first of all, we should move on just because we're running on time, but also because that could be another episode entirely. Our greatest fears.
Ooh, yeah.
So
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So St. Louis was my favorite. Yeah, and Reagan liked that too, I guess. Aside from the Wax Museum.
Zach,
what was your favorite?
Yeah, let's just skip right on over.
I don't know.
This whole time?
Yeah, I think it's a no-brainer that London was my favorite. Not only because it's just one of the coolest cities ever, but also because I was there for 2 weeks. So it just felt like I was living a different life and I just had no responsibilities and nothing to worry about. And it was just, super cool city, super cool things to see. Like, just a really cool experience. Yeah, because I went for school. It was a class where you take the class and then afterwards you go, like if you signed up for it, it was like $3,300 to go, and then your plane's covered, your room and board is covered, and then like a couple other things, but then you have to pay for like food and all your other activities and stuff. But then we went, it was like, since it was school and I'm a journalism major, we went to different like media companies. So like we went to CNN London, we went to Facebook in London, we went to Ipso, which is like an ethics standard thing, who like handle cases with like when like a media corporation posts pictures and that they think the people are like, oh, well, that's private. And they're like, no, it's not. They handle like all the ethics between that and stuff. But it was just really cool, like seeing all that. We went to like marketing agencies. It was really cool just seeing like all the stuff that's out there. But then also like afterwards, like just going out and exploring and like partying and stuff like that.
Yeah.
too.
No, that's the best. Like, because I had a similar vacation experience. I went on an 8th grade French field trip to Montreal, Canada.
Wasn't it Quebec?
Quebec and Montreal. Quebec. If you're American.
Quebec.
Yeah, they say Quebec up there.
I'm authentic.
And yeah, it was not at all like that because you guys had a lot of freedom and we got to ride the bus all day.
I was 22, so
yeah, and I was 14. No, all we did was fucking ride the bus, drive around, get off and look at shit. They'd give us like 30 minutes where we could go buy stuff.
Ben spent all his money on a pillow pet.
Hey, not just a pillow pet. I think
it's a pillow and a pet.
It's a 2-for-1 deal.
Because they use different currency than US dollars. So at the time, you know, I wasn't spoiled rich boy. I didn't have mommy's credit card. So my mom gave me $100 of spending cash because we had to buy our own lunch and shit like that. And we converted it to US or to Canada currency, loonies and toonies. Before. And so I got there and, you know, they don't pay taxes they don't pay for health insurance there. They have universal health insurance or universal health care. So everything else is super expensive. They pay more taxes and shit like that to cover all of that, of the health expenses. So shit ran fast. And like my, like I was searching my backpack for more loonies and toonies because I couldn't fucking afford shit. And like it got to the point where my mom had to like wire me more money.
Yeah, it got to the point
had to
for me.
No, because I couldn't afford to buy lunch.
Yeah.
Like,
maybe if you hadn't bought your pillow pet.
Exactly.
It really wasn't. It was kind of dangerous because for me, I could just use my debit card and it would just convert to British money or however that works.
Yeah.
But if you are ever in London, I'm pretty sure it's Soho. There's a place called Wingman's. Best boneless wing I've had in my entire life.
That sounds so good.
I put that between my teeth. I hadn't even bit down yet, and I'm like, this is going to be the best thing that I've ever tasted in my life. It was so good. Shout out Wingman's.
That's like the travel
food was so good there.
Yeah.
And like I went on like a little cruise thing. I have this nice picture of me in front of the London Eye. And I got to see, I didn't get to see my favorite soccer team play, but I got to visit their stadium. And just like, that was one of the coolest, because I've been just like supporting for like, I don't know, probably like 6-7 years now. And just being like, one day I was like, I've just for the longest time, I was like, I'm going to go there someday. And then I just like did.
Yeah.
Like I was just able to. And that's like, if there's a lesson to take, like when Dr. Allen, shout out, love Dr. Allen. He's the one that took us and like was the class, and we were the last class that he took to London.
Oh my God.
Because he retired the year after. He was super chill. Like he let us do our own thing. He didn't like try to hang around us or anything like that, obviously. But like he came to talk to my like another class I was in, like a video production class, and he was like, "Here's this thing we do, global communications. We go to London. It's like $3,300, whatever." And then I was thinking, I was like, "Oh, that'd be really cool," but like I couldn't do that. And then I was just like thinking about it, and I was like, well, like why I was like, why can't I do that?
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing like, I mean, obviously financial reasons, and I am privileged to have been able to do it, but like if you're able to like take an opportunity or like take a risk, then just like, I don't know, like go after it, because you might have like I have like one of like my closest friends now that I talk to is like like I wouldn't have known her if it wasn't from that trip. And it's just like I got to know people. I got to know like a new culture, a crazy culture. Obviously, there wasn't a language barrier except those crazy accents.
Right.
Yeah.
That's Australian.
But yeah, it was just really good experience.
G'day, Zachary.
Fuck Nebraska, you're Londoners now. A British dude said that to me in a club, so I kind of felt welcome. But
yeah, I'm gonna be. I bet if I was British and you said you were from Nebraska, I'd be like, "What the fuck is that?"
Yeah,
mate?
a lot of people were judgy, but a lot of people were like, "Oh, Nebraska, what are you doing here?
You like
Where's that?"
you like cows and corns and shit
In rubbish.
in rubbish. It's a rubbish state, mate.
That was good. That was a good one.
Thanks.
Did you have anything else you wanted to add, Reagan?
Any other fun trips you've been on?
I mean, obviously, like, I got to study abroad.
We're just gonna have a whole Guatemala episode.
We'll just hold that one.
Yeah.
Because that's too much to unpack here.
We could probably do a whole episode.
Yeah. But we gotta head to bed. Because we gotta take Zach to the airport.
We gotta get on a
It's
plane
currently
and get out of here.
1 a.m.
And we're
We'll
gonna
be
be
up.
up in 4.5 hours.
Come fly with me.
Yeah.
So we'll
I'll
catch you
definitely
later.
be needing a coffee.
And we hope that you guys enjoy your summer trips if you have any.
Yeah, let us know where you're going.
Spain, Rome, Italy,
Iowa.
Vatican City,
Idaho.
Home
To
of
your
the
friend's
potato.
lake house.
Madrid. Bye. Bye, guys. Say goodbye.
Bye.
Say bye, Reagan.
Bye.